Lion Electric just reported fourth quarter and full year earnings for 2021. As of Friday's close, Lion's stock price was $7.47 with a market cap of $1.4 billion. In this video, I'm first going to go over Lion Electric's Q4 earnings results. Second, I'm going to compare the full year results with Lion's previous SPAC projections. Third, I'm going to go over my 5-year bull and bear case for Lion Electric stock. And finally, I'm going to go over my game plan for investing in Lion Electric. All this right after. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Learn to invest like a wolf at your own risk. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Wolves of Investing. My name is Donnie Nguyen and I'm the founder of Wolves of Investing. If you're new, I talk about growth stocks, SPACs, Bitcoin, options, and anything on my mind related to investing. If you want to learn how to achieve financial freedom through investing, be sure to click on that subscribe button and notification bell if you haven't yet. And please remember to drop a like on this video if you enjoy it, as it truly helps out the channel. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Lion Electric now has over 550 vehicles on the road and over 9 million miles driven on its platforms. They plan to launch 5 new models by the end of 2022, which is down from their previous plan of 8 new models announced in Q3. They shifted the other 3 models to 2023 in order to focus on the models for which they have the highest demand. Lion expects to deliver the first Lion A, Lion D, Lion Ambulance, Lion 8 Refuse, Lion 8 Bucket, and Lion 8 Tractor in 2022. In Q4, Lion took possession of the Joliet, Illinois manufacturing facility and filled 2 key positions: Senior Vice President of Strategic Initiatives and General Manager of the Joliet plant. Production at the Joliet plant, which has a 20,000 annual vehicle capacity, is expected to start in the second half of this year. Production at the 5 gigawatt-hour battery factory in Mirabel is also expected to start in the second half of this year. So those are 2 very exciting milestones to look forward to. Lion added a new financing support division called Lion Capital Solutions to offer customers flexible financing solutions. That's something that wasn't there in Q3, and it may help them in building their order book. Speaking of Lion's order book, it increased to 2,325 all-electric medium and heavy-duty urban vehicles, for 300 trucks and 2,025 buses, for a total order value of approximately $575 million. This was an increase of 301 orders from the previous quarter. Notable new purchase orders included 200 all-electric Lion Cs from Lang's Bus Lines, 50 all-electric Lion 8 tractors from a customer in the retail industry, 45 all-electric Lion A's, and 10 Lion C's from Group Autobus Seguin, and they had continued repeat orders from a number of existing clients. They expanded their workforce to over 1,000 employees, including over 300 engineers and R&D professionals. This was around 550 more employees compared to November of 2020. And they upsized their revolving credit facility from $100 million to $200 million, bringing potential total liquidity to up to $522 million. Lion Electric's quarterly revenue grew 70% year over year, from $13.5 million in Q4 of 2020 to $22.9 million in Q4 of 2021. Gross profit was $2.2 million for a gross margin of 10%. Vehicles delivered grew 54% year over year to 71 vehicles in Q4 of 2021 versus 46 vehicles in Q4 of 2020. For the full year 2021, Lion's revenue grew 147%, from $23.4 million in 2020 to $57.7 million in 2021. Vehicles delivered grew 145%, from 80 vehicles in 2020 to 196 vehicles in 2021. Gross profit was zero in 2021. EBITDA was negative $27.6 million, and they had a full year net loss of $43.3 million. They had $45.5 million in acquisition of intangible assets, which mainly consisted of R&D activities. And they had $28.6 million in CapEx, including $12.6 million for Joliet and $5.3 million for Lion Campus. So clearly, Lion is in its early growth phase and spending a lot of money. Once the Joliet plant is producing thousands of vehicles per year, I would expect them to start heading towards higher gross margins, positive EBITDA, and positive net income on a full year basis. Like many businesses, Lion Electric is also experiencing supply chain challenges, including chips and labor shortages. Despite having 2,500 vehicle production capacity at their Canadian plant, they only expect to deliver approximately 1,000 vehicles in 2022, according to their earnings conference call. So the supply chain issues are definitely something to monitor from quarter to quarter. Now that we've looked at the full year 2021 earnings report, let's see how it stacks up to the projections given in the SPAC presentation. Total units sold in 2021 was projected to be 650 vehicles. Actual vehicles delivered was 196, 70% lower than projections. Total revenue was projected to be $204 million. Actual revenue was $57.7 million, 72% lower than projections. So clearly, the SPAC projections were way off the mark. So what is my bull case for the stock? I realize that Lion only delivered 196 vehicles last year. However, because this is such an early stage industry, this still makes them one of the leaders in electric school buses and trucks. Other very hyped up former SPAC EV companies barely produced any vehicles last year. I believe that Lion Electric and probably Lightning eMotors are the two fastest growing leaders in this space when it comes to deliveries. The question is, can they keep up this leadership and scale? The Joliet plant is expected to start producing vehicles by the end of this year. However, there's going to be production ramp-up time as well as the challenge of increasing the order book. In my bull case, I estimate they will deliver around 2,500 vehicles in 2023, around 5,000 vehicles in 2024, and around 10,000 vehicles in 2025. To be even more conservative, I'm going to say 10,000 vehicles in 2026. Based on 2021 number of vehicles sold and 2021 full year revenues, I estimate their vehicles sell for around $296,000. So 10,000 vehicles would be around $2.96 billion in revenues. If Lion also improves its gross margins, EBITDA, and free cash flows, and continues to be one of the leaders in this space, I estimate that it can get a 5x price to sales ratio valuation. Given that Tesla's PS ratio is currently 16x, I think that 5x is a fairly reasonable and conservative valuation estimate. So that would be a market cap of around $14.8 billion in 5 years, assuming no share dilution. For a stock price of around $78 and a return of over 900% in 5 years in my bull case. So what is my bear case? In my bear case, I'm going to lower my expectations to 5,000 vehicles by 2026 and give them a 1x price to sales ratio. That would give them a market cap of around $1.48 billion, assuming no share dilution, for a return of 6% in 5 years. All right, so what is my game plan? At this very early stage in its business, I still see Lion as a high risk but potentially high reward play. I think it's too early to tell if Lion can achieve my bull case or if it's gonna lean more towards my bear case. I still have a very small position in Lion Electric stock in my EV pure play portfolio. For now, I plan to just keep my position small until I feel more confident about my bull case, and just monitor the situation and give the story time to play out. All right, so thank you for making it to the end of my video. If you want more insights into my portfolios, or if you want to just support the channel, check out my Patreon. A link is in the video description. And as always, a huge thank you to the patrons that have already joined. And also, be sure to check out my free Discord to talk about stocks, SPACs, Bitcoin, and other investments with other members of the Wolves of Investing community. A link is also in the video description. All right, so let me know what you think about Lion Electric. Drop me a line in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on this video before leaving. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.